Hello, hello.
Hey, nice to chat
Hello.
with you, LS.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Okay.
man. Nice to
Yeah.
meet you.
Oh, we got Jeff too. Oh, I didn't know. Sorry, I stopped bringing up.
Okay.
This is LS. He's a really big streamer. He plays League, and he's just trying out the game and stuff. And he had some questions that I thought that devs would love to answer, right? Like the thing about the alpha. If you want to say that again,
Yeah,
or whatever.
so I'm so shocked that like the game's in alpha right now, right? And obviously beta, I don't know when beta is going to happen. I guess Nidhogg was telling me there's going to be a Korean release or like something with Korea soon. And obviously I'm in Korea, so
Yeah,
uh,
you can go first, Chris.
Yeah, we're running a Korea test quite soon. I don't know if it's public when we're doing it, but if it is public, Jeff can let me know here. But we're doing something
Okay.
right after we're doing one.
Wait, no. You guys
effectively.
tweeted that there was gonna be like a Nexon thing, like 21.
Yeah, I just don't know if like if the dates like the exact dates are public. If they are, then it's there.
Imagine it's a leak, dude. Imagine.
No, you're good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's fine. As far as the like plan for like release and where we go from here afterwards, after the Steam Next Fest test, we're bringing the game down for a little bit while we keep working on it. We're looking for a release in the last quarter of the year in 2024, ideally.
That's actually pretty sick.
So
okay.
yeah, it's we've heard a lot of positive
Open beta
reception.
or release?
Like the next time you guys are gonna be able to play it here, like an open beta. It's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Here, I got a couple of devs in here. I'll let you go. Just remember.
Okay. Sure. Wait, there was one specific question that prompted us to think about talking to the devs. Do you remember what it was? Because I'm blanking. On what it
You were
was.
asking about like the 2 years of like alpha. Was it alpha? Because you said that this game was like really polished and whatnot. So
Yeah, this was actually really polished. When did this game go into development?
there we go. Yes, when to go.
Yeah, there it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
In 4 years total, I think, maybe 3.5. I joined the team 3.5 years ago, so but the game has already had bones even before I joined. So I think 4 years all up. I might be able to say better than I can.
Yeah,
That's actually so sick. 4 years, but it's been in playtest for 2.
Yeah, we've been publicly playtesting for, I guess, almost 3 years now. Like, we've had an approach that's been pretty different. I think a lot of studios wait till your game's almost done before they start playing it with players. And
Right.
We just kind of started from the beginning.
That's pretty sick. And how? So the King Nidhogg told me that the playtest group is like 500 people, or so.
I was guessing.
Our original one was even lower, right? I mean, Bellas can say for sure here, but like,
Yeah,
when I first joined like 2.5 years ago, we had just stopped doing externals for a little bit because we just started shaking up like the core fundamentals of what core combat was going to look like for the cast. Like we had a lot of characters available like very early on, like very early on.
Yeah.
And then we kind of like went back to the drawing board and changed up what core combat felt like. We made the game faster, more frantic overall. And that came with it a lot of like internally for a long while we only had 4 characters again because nothing else was
Interesting.
those new numbers, right? It didn't really make sense, and we kind of built back up, but we took that big swing because we felt that it would end up with like a much better project.
Okay.
I'm gonna step out here though. Appreciate
Sure,
you
sure,
guys,
sure.
coming on and taking over, but
Yeah.
Sure.
take care.
No. Thanks. Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. But one of the other things that I was talking to King Nidhogg about, because I'm curious, like, what the approach is to different things. Like, this seems like it can be very esports friendly. Like, when the camera zooms out and stuff, like, in theory, a caster and observer can see, like, a lot of stuff. Is the plans to have this enter into esports sphere, or, like, what's the intended direction?
I think earlier I heard you say something that was spot on, which is the game's primarily designed to be an awesome experience with friends, like an awesome competitive experience with friends that feels dynamic and changes every game. Like, that was a perfect articulation you had earlier. I think that we hope that it's a great competitive game, and I think a lot of games these days come out with the aspiration to be an esport without trying to be a good game first. And so we're just trying to be a good game first, and then if our players really want a competitive ecosystem, of course we're going to support it. That's kind of the same approach we had,
and it'll happen naturally
in the early days.
Yep. Okay, that's sick. No, because I can already see the esports angles with the camera, the zoom out. Like, I think it would be so good for casters. like to be able to see a big map zoomed out and be able to talk and narrate things that are going on. I think that's so awesome, and like the fog of war and everything else. And then I think the graphics and the hunters and everything that is going on, everything's like super unique. And so I've been in esports like 21 years now, I think, right? And back in StarCraft and obviously Warcraft, like that's where Dota was born, right? This feels like the highly addictive use map settings games that are still constantly played in StarCraft 1 today. Like, so like it just has the use map settings vibe. So I think it's going to be really good in Asia. Like, I mean, that's what my initial impression was, like when I was talking about it on day 1 and day 2.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, like Spectator, that's something where, you know, since this is a game that's about teams versus multiple teams,
Right.
Our Spectator comes out a lot more even than your aim down sights does.
Right.
So we really wanted to design it so that way you could follow kind of a narrative of multiple teams happening at the same time, which is really challenging, but
Right.
Can be really compelling, like you're saying.
Yeah, I think that would be super good. And then all the different modes that exist is also like really good because everyone can sort of do what they want in its own way. So like I think so many good things has just been tackled. I'm not like I'm not showboating either. Like a lot of games have come out that I think have bombed, like, or they're like kind of dead on arrival. Like there's the RTS wars happening right now, and I think that all of that is kind of a mess. And I'm fine to like say that, you know. So you know, like
we really appreciate you saying that because you know we try to be really hard on ourselves to make sure that we make something that's worth people's time. So thanks for saying that.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Oh, one question. I don't know if you guys can say this or anything, but I was talking with Nidhogg, and if you can't say it, I totally understand. But like, I noticed there's no undead type hunters or like anything going on yet. Like is anything like that coming?
We are trying to make a game that can be played globally.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna die. Okay, but yeah.
But yeah, like on the different modes thing you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
You know, we do have arena mode or, you know, kind of like a deathmatch mode, but honestly that was born out of, we used to test our hunters in the BR, and it was actually really tough to get combat reps in a BR format. And so we actually created, like, it was like a testing map for us to just test hunter balance, and that's how we've balanced a lot of our hunters, is playing on that map. And then our players actually said, hey, we fucking love this, and they wanted to play it more. So we've made it more of a actual queue that players engage with.
That is okay. Yeah, that's sick. That's actually really good. That's really one of the things I am curious about with the queues, because again, Nidhogg said this. So is it just currently that normal and ranked MMR overlap? Or is that like
so you do have
plan?
a rank, and then you do have MMR. So there are two different things that are working in the background there.
But don't they share a queue? I think that's what he was saying to me.
Oh yeah, they do share a queue. So right now, if you queue as ranked or normals, you'll go into the same pot, so to speak.
Okay. Okay. Right.
I can talk to some
that's
of the
what I
nuance on that. It's pretty cool, honestly. When I first found out about it, we did the testing on it. The idea is if you want to queue up for ranked, it's not going to queue you up with unranked players on your own team, and so you will have a full team of ranked players or a full team of unranked players. But unranked teams and ranked teams can end up in the same games with each other. It's interesting. We do extra like ceremony in showboating. If you guys full limit like a ranked team, you'll actually see a pop up in the top right saying that you've eliminated a ranked team. You can see their average rank. I think
that's actually cool.
Like me.
Okay.
Like I normally have like ranked anxiety in a lot of games that I play, and I think it's interesting that this thing will actually actively show players like, hey, you just beat a group of people that are queuing for rank. This is what their rank was. You just whooped them. You just beat them. You know, you guys can do it. You know, I think it maybe helps bridge the gap between two groups of players in that sense.
That's actually really fucking smart. It like I'm like, wait, I'm actually thinking about that. Like, so obviously coming from League, right? I actually wonder what would happen if there was normal. Well, I guess the players could maybe get toxic or something, but if they're just playing with other people, then maybe not. Like, I'm trying to think, like, in League, if this existed.
Arguably, it's harder for League, right? Because there's only two teams. We have the privilege
so many
in this
teams,
case of being a battle royale, right? Of having 10 teams here. And so you might only have like 3 or 4 ranked teams here. You might only have 1 ranked team in the game. It's possible, you know.
Right.
But the amount of teams there, like, it's not 50% of the players that are guaranteed to be ranked, you know.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, that's actually sick. Okay. Wow. One second. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think another interesting note is, you know, we've found that it's more meaningful to match you with people that are similar MMR
Yeah.
versus, matching somebody in ranked versus unranked. In League,
Right.
you might get people, it's just a smaller queue. Like, there's a fraction of the people who are playing ranked versus normals in League. And so if you actually combine those matchmaking queues, the quality or the closeness and skill gets a lot better.
Okay. That makes sense. That all makes sense. Okay. What is so like what are so right now ranks are where do I see it again? And I just saw it, like, do I click home and then where it shows all the
should
ranks?
be under career.
Oh, career?
And then you'll see leaderboards. If that's what you're talking about.
Oh, sure. Okay. Rank
And then
one
your
here.
rank
But
is
what
on
are
your
all the
player card
tiers?
on the far right.
You know what I'm talking about? Like tier there was something where I clicked it and it shows like bronze, silver, iron, gold
If you click
You
on
can
where,
cover the.
yeah,
under career.
on the top left under find match under ranked squads where it says rank 10 RP.
Oh, I clicked that. Oh, okay, there it is.
There you
Okay,
go.
welcome to
Yeah.
rank. So bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master, grandmaster. So are there like in League, right? Grandmaster's top 1,000 or 1,000 to 300, right? And then challengers top 300. Like, what is grandmaster and legend in this game?
I don't have the exact numbers offhand, but it is the top X players.
Okay.
As far as the number is concerned, yes, it is the top
Okay,
X
cool.
players. So it won't be based on a percentage; it's a flat number. That's set.
Okay, that's cool.
I do believe. I mean, I can't even give you like a substantive answer there on the number, because
Yeah.
anything that I would know would be from back when we were doing it internally and testing it out.
Okay. Oh, it says actually at the top 100 is legend. Wait, legend's top
It says it?
100? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Legend right now is top 100, but
Huge.
that's a number that we can obviously change in the future depending
Right.
on how the
Yeah.
population is.
Okay. Well, that's
Also,
okay,
big
that's-
caveat that we'll probably tune this depending on how big our actual population size is at launch.
Right. I mean, I think stuff is just going well from like what I see on social media and talking to
Thanks,
King
yeah, we're
Nidhogg and
pretty
stuff.
happy so far.
Yeah, I think it's actually really going well. And again, I think it's going to have success in Asia because I just think this is the type of stuff that they like. So you have squads, duos. Are there plans to have like trios, or is that not currently in the?
Yeah,
Stuff.
we're actually thinking about supporting a bunch of different queues. It really depends on what our population size looks like.
Yeah.
Games like Fortnite, when you're popping off in terms of people, you can support a whole bunch of different queues. So that would be great. But squads and duos will kind of be our focus up front, but we'll see how it
Okay.
goes.
Okay, that's pretty sick. That is. Okay, that's actually sick. What about like for fun modes? Is that something that maybe is going to come in the future?
Yeah, so we've had a bunch of different event modes that we've had over the course of the last few years of development.
Yeah.
Like I think it was maybe a year ago, we even did like a 20 versus 20. It was kind of like a battlefield type mode.
Oh, okay.
And then also just the other day we did solos as an event mode as well. So, and then I
Okay.
guess the other one is like we do have custom games that are
Yeah.
available on a limited basis, and in custom games you can do stuff kind of, one of our inspirations was like Smash Brothers, where you can say, oh, I want it to be this storm shift and I want everybody to have these powers, and you can kind of, I want team sizes to be, singles or trios. Like you can kind of change it however you want as the
Yeah.
custom game owner. So we want to give a lot of tools to players to kind of both have fun, make content, and find the interesting game modes that maybe we can't.
That's
Not
sick.
to mention hunter duplicates.
There you go. Yeah. No, that
You
okay.
could do like 4 Felixes on one team if you wanted to.
That would, yeah, with like one for all mode in League. Yeah. All right, that's pretty good.
And it's cool. It's cool because we made it so that every single effect in this game stacks if multiple copies of the character play it. Like every Shrike can proc other Shrike marks. You know, everything
Ooh.
works with itself.
Okay.
Which can make some combos like deadly and interesting because those situations don't come up very often in normal gameplay.
Right. Oh, okay. That's okay. That's interesting. Are like even for squads and stuff, is there maybe a plan to make it so that you can stack champions? Or no?
I don't know if that's been brought up. Maybe
Just
that
in
was
like
pronounced.
event modes mostly.
Just
or
in event mode. Okay.
Yeah, not
Okay.
a normal play.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. What so okay, I'm asking this just because I'm a Vorthos guy. If you guys are familiar with that term from like Magic and stuff. What are the plans for like the lore of the hunters? Or like
Yeah,
I know that might sound super stupid, but I'm the type of person that always reads lore all the time, like as a pastime.
So we've actually developed a lot of this from the start. Again, a lot of us come from Riot Games or League of Legends or Overwatch even, and so what I mean to say is we believe that making good characters, hunters, heroes, whatever you want to call them, a lot of that comes from having there being this kind of central thematic pillar that everyone's building off of, right? And so all of our characters have some amount of backstory and lore. There's also like a kind of backdrop to the world itself and everything there. So there's actually a guy named Justin Groot, who's kind of our lore master on the team, and then he works with our art director Josh Smith. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that he's been releasing on Twitter. If you're interested in that.
Yeah, I would be interested in that. Okay, that's pretty sick. Can you link his Twitter?
Yeah, I'll put the link in the
chat. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. That's cool. Okay, yeah. Lore no, it sounds silly. Lore is actually I like lore a lot.
That is the dude, Justin Groot.
I don't think it's silly. I think that there's a lot of reasons to enjoy a game, you know?
Yeah.
And it adds a bit of extra weight behind every action you take if you know there's a little bit of extra juice in there, you know?
Some people only play particular characters because they love their story and they love
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. It's the
Felix is half the
Vorthos.
reason why half the reason I play Felix is because of the voice lines they added, you know?
Yeah.
It's incredible.
There you go. Okay, pretty good. And then so one of the things that I guess I'm curious about, so like I saw that the store exists, right? So obviously skins and cosmetics and stuff are gonna come out, and I think like the skins look really nice. Is the store like operational right now? Because it doesn't. Oh, it is. Okay.
Right now, players can go to the website and they can buy one of our supporter packs.
Okay.
And then any currency that you spend during this test, it'll all get refunded at open beta. So you'll get the currency back and you can spend it again.
Okay.
But yeah, like we intend to be free to play. So we intend to just support the game for years, hopefully, same way that League or Val does. Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's pretty sick. I mean, I think free to play business models, and if you're actually like the game's really good, then I think it obviously just goes well. So
I was
very nice to
watching
hear.
earlier when you first opened the store, and I was like, yes, he likes it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the
many,
store,
there's so many games
yeah.
as a service games that come out, and it's unfortunate because they make a fun game, but then their cosmetics just aren't compelling enough to support the business, and so that's there's a lot of things you have to do right in order to have a good games as a service. So
This is also something that I think you guys do really well. Is like it looks like you can preview the skin. In like League, you can't do this.
Yeah,
And
you can do a full 3D preview, and we're going to add some more ways that you can preview. Like you should be able to preview the finisher and the different chromas and stuff. So we're going to add more. Yeah.
oh, that's sick. Are you going to be able to preview in practice mode?
That's something we've talked about, but we haven't made solid plans about.
Okay. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. And are like obviously like another maybe silly thing, seasonal like skins that like rotate and they're only available during like Halloween or something. Like, is that going to happen for like skins and cosmetics?
We're definitely going to do seasonal events. I think that was something that for a lot of us that worked on the early days of League, we really loved that. And so we want to kind of bring that back for SUPERVIVE.
Okay. That's pretty cool. And then for regions, so like right now there's the Asia server, and I have 38 ping, so I don't know where that actually is. I would guess that Shanghai. I'm just completely guessing. But what are the plans
for this?
Oh, it's Hong Kong. Okay. What are the like? Is NA gonna have 2 servers or 1 server? Is it gonna be like Chicago? You know what I mean? Like what
I think
yeah.
it kind of comes back to what's our player population. So I think our plan of record is to start with 1, but I think if we're starting to do really well, then we'll expand to have 2 servers in NA to give better coverage and ping for more players. So
okay, that's good. All right, all right, that's really good. And then Europe, what is that going to be like? Is that going to be separated into 2 or just 1?
Same approach. Like we'll start with 1,
Okay.
and then assuming that the population is good, then we'll kind of fan them out a little bit to support
Move it
more
out.
players.
That's pretty good. Is OC getting a region or what's going on
Not
there?
at initial launch. Like for launch, we're launching only in a couple of regions, and then assuming that goes well, then we'll expand. I think you'll see something pretty consistent from us, which is like a lot of game companies try to do everything at once. They'll be like, oh, let's launch the game on PC and mobile and console. And it's like, and then you're like, oh, the game sucks. And you're like, oh, well, shit, this whole thing's going to fall apart. We think like, okay, let's just build this brick by brick, make sure the foundation's good. And then if it's good, we can keep going. So yeah.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Support more players over time. It's just
we would love to.
Yeah, it would make us so happy. It's just step by step.
I'm trying to think like other questions that I could ask. That I think people would be curious about that are like League players and stuff, or like my audience, or like people that might see this on YouTube or something. Let me think. Is there going to be a way or a mode to be able to watch high MMR players, like spectate mode? Like it used to exist in League, where in the client.
Oh, like the old client? Yeah.
The old League client where you could spectate Challenger games, and then Riot removed it. Is there going to be something like that in SUPERVIVE where you can watch like the top teams or like the top squads?
Yeah. So a quick little anecdote is that spectator feature on League. It was a huge monumental effort to develop. And unfortunately, like a fraction of players used it. I used it as well, and it was really awesome. But given how expensive it is, it's definitely not something we can support up front. I think it's something where like if over time it made sense and our players were asking for it, we'd definitely consider it. But yeah, that shit expensive, bro.
I had no idea. I don't think anyone has. I don't think Riot's ever said that, and I would have had no idea that would be expensive. Or like what type of stuff goes into making that. So that's actually interesting to hear, because that now it maybe makes sense for the same reason like ProView went away and LoL Esports, right? I guess maybe that makes sense why it went away. I would have just assumed that like technology would have gotten a lot better over the years, or like the client. But I guess I'm just ignorant. I just don't know.
Become cheaper for sure, and some things that are really bespoke and expensive become commoditized, and like outsourcers and different companies can do it. But a lot of it comes back to we have a pretty small team, right? Like we're a pretty small indie company, and it's pretty hard to just make a good game, and release it, much less take on a bunch of features. So like. Again, we hope that we're really successful. We're feeling really excited with the results from Steam Next Fest so far. So maybe that takes us on a path to where we can have what we call luxury ass features. But we'll see.
And actually, I noticed that, or I mean, I think this is missing. Is there a tutorial yet or no?
So there is. If you go into your queue drop down, and then you go to practice.
Okay. And I hit find match. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then
And then now, if you press escape, and then if you click training, you're in training, and then you go controls tutorial. That'll take you to the controls tutorial. Under activities, controls. Yep.
Oh shit.
And normally when you start the game, you might have skipped this, but normally when you start the game, this is presented to you as an option, and you can go straight into this. And this guides you through WASD movement. It teaches you how to glide. It teaches you how to shoot monsters.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's already all right. It's already better than the League tutorial. You know, it's all fine. Like,
There's also in the lobby, there's a learn to play button that's like a series of videos, short videos that you can click through that also explain these concepts.
okay. Like
Yeah.
a YouTube video.
Yeah, after you finish this, we can show you.
We can eat soon. Yeah. I don't know. I'm talking to the devs right now. What do you want? Huh? Oh my god. Oh, this is the glider thing.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Am I dumb or like?
Just hold it the whole way. You can do it.
Oh, I just hold it the whole way. Oh, I was trying to.
It should be just enough to where you mantle. Yep. There you go.
Okay. All right, we're good. Okay. All right, we're good. Okay. I thought King Nidhogg was saying like there's a thing where I can like press it, release, press it, release, press it, release.
You can. You can feather the glider and conserve your fuel.
I like it that you guys already have a term for it. That's good, you know? Yeah. I think terminology and stuff is very important. Yeah.
And then here on the right, there's some guys that you should spike.
Okay. Spike.
This is to kind of
okay, another term.
players
Another
like-
term.
Yeah, this is kind of
Okay.
to teach players like, okay, you know, if you glide,
So if you just get hit on your glider, it's a one-hit kill?
if you take 1 damage, yes.
That is crazy. I didn't know that actually, even while I've been playing. Like, I mean, I noticed that people were dying, but
You get
Okay.
spiked, so you get stunned and then sent down. But if you're over ground, it won't kill you. But if you're over the air, it'll kill you.
Yeah.
so okay. So King Nidhogg was telling me this, but like, how do I see? Oh, is that it? Wait, how do I see what the like leveling it up will give me?
It's showing
so
you in
look
the
in the
bottom,
bottom
right.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The purple and the pink. So purple is going to be your level 2. And you
Oh.
can get one spell normally. It's a level 3, and that's the pink.
Oh, okay. Is it gonna tell me this in the tutorial, or is this just supposed to? Do you know what I mean? Like, if I keep doing the tutorial, is it gonna tell me that? Or
No, the tutorial's pretty basic. So I think if
Okay,
you
okay.
walk over that blue circle, you're pretty much done.
okay.
And then there's another. So now if you press escape and leave this.
Okay. Leave
and
match.
then leave map.
Okay.
And then the bottom right of your lobby,
Yeah.
learn to play.
Oh
And
shit.
then if you click on learn the basics,
Br-
Welcome to SUPERVIVE.
this basically takes you through a full kind of like tab by tab tutorial of the game. So if you go
Okay.
to-
Yeah.
if you click next in the bottom right, it'll show you okay, movement, abilities, jumping, gliding and spiking.
Oh, that's so cool. I should have actually watched this when I started playing the other day instead of just jumping completely in, you know, like.
I mean, you know,
my God.
this is not uncommon. What we see
Yeah.
often is that somebody brings a friend in and then they have them skip all this stuff and then
Yeah.
their friend's like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah.
Okay.
I was playing with Tarzan and Benno the other day, and
Yeah.
Tarzan didn't do any of this, and Benno didn't explain any of this either. And he was surprised that he didn't learn anything. I'm like, all right, it is what it is.
Okay. I
Yeah.
see. And is there an incentive for finishing the tutorial or doing everything? I think League has that, right? I think.
You just get some XP currently.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. Okay. And then hunters are unlocked by just leveling up, right? You get enough EXP and then you can do an unlock.
Yeah, that's
Correct.
right.
I
If
would
you
check
go
the
to-
progression tab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second tab up top.
That progression. Yeah. Oh, okay. So 15, and then when I hit 16, I get another.
100,
Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can see the full track here on the bottom. You can see the rewards.
Oh, I see.
You can scroll through it as well to see what you've already gotten.
What does main mean?
That's a
So these-
player card. That's a call sign. You can set it in
Yeah.
the top right, all the way in the top right of your screen. You'll see your name. Directly below that, you'll be able to set a call sign.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is. Oh, and then I unlock another hunter at level 20. Okay.
Correct.
And I get a new glider at 19. What is this? What is F?
Emote.
Preview it.
Oh, an emote.
Preview
Oh,
it.
okay. That's so cool. Oh, okay.
Click on-
And then
click on
25.
preview.
You should click it.
Oh, Oh, it shows what the Oh, that's so good. Wait, that's actually good. Okay. Are you guys getting a lot of things right here? Like, you know, like, all right, we're all doing, you know, Skylanders still okay. Okay.
Quick self promo for ourselves here. The majority of our emotes are either internal like snippets of internal dev callouts or quotes or like player like community quotes as well. So it's a good time.
Okay, that's all right. Very good. 35. Is there a max level currently or no?
50 is the max level on Hunter's Journey, and then for Mastery, there's no max. You can basically level up a hunter however high you can go. Oh, if you go to that, if you go back to the last page, the sunglasses one is actually Jeff who's on this call. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Jesus, man. Why you put me on blast?
Yeah, absolutely.
That one's so good because it sounds like he's recording like this. His like lips are touching the microphone or something, you know? He's like whispering it in your ear.
Not even close. What is this duck? What's the symbolic? The duck beaver.
This is duck beaver. This, I mean, one thing that's fun is, you know, because we can customize wisps, we can kind of make wisps a bunch of random, different, fun and wacky characters.
Yeah.
And you know, like in League, when we're making skins, like, you know, you kind of have to base every skin, you know, based off of a core character, and wisps are our opportunity to kind of just go ham and do something different. Yeah.
Okay, that's sick. That is okay. That's
It's also
actually
fun
sick.
when you execute someone's wisp and it's just a
Yeah.
duck beaver, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're executing duck beaver, it's either hilarious or sad.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything that you guys want to talk about that, like, I don't know, that maybe I missed, like in asking questions or whatever?
There's one thing I want to mention, which is there's been multiple times in the history of the development of this game where we believe something as a development team, and then our playtesters played the game with us, and because of their feedback, we changed what we were doing.
Okay.
One example was like the gliders that are in the game right now. They were totally something that somebody had put in, you know, opportunistically, and internally as a team, we were like, I don't think these are good for the game. I don't think we should keep them. And then even when we're torn on something internally, typically we say, okay, let's play test it with players and let's see what they say.
Right.
And then when we play test it with players were like almost unanimously like, yo, this makes the game so much better. Like this, it's so much more fun. But our big concern was gliding. It was so easy to escape. It was so easy to get away.
Right.
But because players said, hey, I really want this, we tried to work on it further, and that's where spiking came about. Somebody was like, yo, what if you just meteor smash people down like in Smash Brothers when they were gliding and you hit them? And that's how gliding and spiking became a thing, and that ended up becoming a huge part of like outplay potential and 1v1 potential in the game. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight that like we don't think that we're not gods, even though we may have over 200 years of experience collectively.
There you go. Perfect.
You know, we really are thankful for our players and our playtesters. People like King Nidhogg and others who've given us feedback for years and helped us craft this into something that's worth people's time.
No, I mean, it's awesome. Like, also, when King Nidhogg was telling me, like, how long he's been playing, I'm like, holy shit. Like, I was actually shocked because I've been talking to him for so long, like, in League. And, I mean, it just seems like you guys have really good rapport, and it seems like he really likes the game as well, obviously. So,
yeah.
I think it is really good. I think it's very, very good.
And yeah, you said it earlier, like, when you play this game with your friends, it's a fucking blast. So that's just kind of what we're trying to be. Like, a lot of us, you know, are longtime League players, and even I myself, you know, I play League with a core group of friends, and you know, sometimes it can be really rough when you have really disparate skill levels, or you know, Sometimes you also just want things to be changed up a bit, but you don't want to play ARAM or you don't want to play ARF or whatever.
Right.
And that's what we're going for here. We just want this game where like you and your squad can get together and play, and you have no idea what the fuck is going to happen.
Right.
But you know you're going to compete and have fun.
Yeah. Makes sense.
The thing I'll add is I love that our game is a little bit more open-ended. Like, whether it's the kits or the powers, they let you do, I'd say, more.
Yeah.
You know, your friends can always greet you. They do that in League too, but they can greet you at least in fun ways here.
Right.
And that's part of the joy of the game is that you can be more adaptive and you can make things that otherwise would be impossible to happen real in this game and weirdly enjoyable. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
I think I described to somebody. I've got a personal friend of mine who's been playing now for a couple of playtests, and he keeps coming back to it. At first, he was a little shaky on it when he first started. I've described it to him as like, for me, when I first got brought onto the project to test the game originally, I was told that like your enjoyment of the game is going to scale like exponentially as you continue to play it. Because once you get over that initial hurdle of like, what the fuck is going on? There's so much stuff, you know, it's overwhelming.
Right,
it's
right,
not
right.
quite a MOBA, right? But there's a lot of stuff for sure. Obviously, it's a lot to pay attention to. Once the majority of that core loop is like understood, you understand your basic hunter kit, you more or less know what's happening on screen at any given time. At
Right.
this point, the full physics sandbox that is this game really opens up to you. I'm like a movement degenerate. I love all the combinatoric stuff you can do in this game. We do our darndest to make sure that it all works as you would expect it to. You know?
Yeah.
And being able to see that play out in my buddy has been incredible. You know.
Yeah.
As you make use of more and more of your tools available to you,
Nice poke,
I really
Dave,
do
nice
think
poke.
this shines.
So, actually, a question just popped into my head. And I had it for King Nidhogg on day one. Is the HUD gonna be customizable?
So the HUD, we want to have one HUD to start with.
Yeah.
We have gotten player feedback that there's specific things that people would like to be different.
Yeah.
And people are pretty fragmented on what they want.
Right.
So for now, we'll support one HUD and we'll try to do the best we can. And then again, assuming a success case, maybe there's a world where we support more. But
Okay.
for now, it's one HUD to rule them all.
Okay.
There's also some light customization options in the settings. You can scale different elements of the HUD. You can change certain colors of things. There's some customization options even for the cursor.
Yeah.
But to expand a little bit more on the HUD, it's, for right now, when the game's still early, we want a relatively stable set of assumptions to build the HUD around, if that makes sense. And whenever you open the doors to fully customize it, it becomes harder to iterate on some of the core elements of the game as a result. So it's a little bit of wait and see, and still obviously we're listening to players and hearing what they have to say, but that's sort of some of the reasons.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, another question actually just popped into my head, and I'm so sorry, by the way, if I'm like asking like so many random questions. It's just like questions that I think people would probably like. So obviously in League, one of the things that is somewhat controversial, but obviously it's just sort of everywhere, is like mobalytics and OPGG and like these types of things. Are you gonna allow websites to like get all the data and have these min-max things on, you know, items and hunters and yada yada yada?
Yeah, I think that is something that we want to support. Like we want to support creating content, whether that's somebody making content for their stream or somebody making content for their website. Like all of those things just support a healthy competitive game ecosystem.
Right.
It's just a question of when we can do them. So I think at launch, we'll probably only have a couple of cases where we're, you know, working with specific partners. But longer term, we'll want to do something that's more open that a lot of people can use.
Okay. Pretty good. Okay. Do you guys as devs have like the I don't know what it is like in League, but even like TFT, right? There's like Mort Dog. Like, are some of the devs like some of the top players like currently in the game?
I mean, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the dev team, I mean, we have the benefit of just experience. You know, we've
Right.
played the game every day for several years for some people.
Right.
So I think players are going to catch up pretty quickly, but there are some players on our team. I mean, Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong. Were you challenger in league?
I was a child. B-Chang was there.
Yeah,
B-Chang was
I
challenge.
think,
All right, pretty good.
And James is also, you know, one of the best players on the team. So
Okay.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
get me on a
Okay.
good day, I would hope to be. I mean, being on the QA team specifically means that aside from most of the devs, even including some of the devs, I spend the majority of my day actually in the game, testing of the game. And so I'd hope to be one of the better players. I think I have like 6,500 hours maybe on Steam.
Holy! Wait, that's actually crazy. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and so I'd hope so. You know, at least for now.
Okay, that makes
The
sense.
thing I think I will say is that like the devs on this game love this game very much and play this quite actively. So we're connected to the game. We see the feedback coming in, both from high level players and your average player, and it's I think important to get that spread. But we do have players on the team on both sides that's active.
hey, LS,
Yes.
go into practice really quick. I want to show you something. Go,
Okay, sure.
go to practice.
Yep.
I'm gonna show you a tip.
Okay. Practice. Find match. Okay.
So one thing that James was talking about earlier is like sandbox combinatorics,
Right.
especially movement. So level up your abilities. If you press escape and then go to max level bottom right.
Okay. Yep.
Now you can level up all your abilities.
What's the hotkey to level it up without clicking?
Alt and then whatever the key is.
Oh, Alt, not Control. Okay. Wait.
You can
Left alt?
rebind it if you'd like to. It's yes, left alt.
Also, if it's the first point in that skill, you can just press the skill itself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then, so R isn't working. Is that intentional?
So you'd already clicked it once. It's already been leveled up a single time. There you go.
Okay.
So one thing is, whenever you're gliding, whenever you initiate a glide,
Yeah.
you carry over whatever existing momentum you have into that glide. So if you jump and then dash and then glide, you will go much faster than if you had just glided normally.
So if I jump, dash, and then go. Oh, okay.
Do that again,
that's
but
noticeable.
all in the same direction. Yeah.
Right.
You can
Okay.
reset your cooldowns up and to the left. There's like a little thing that says refresh on the ground.
It's on the ground north of you.
This?
You see a
That
green
little
circle on the ground?
circle.
Oh,
Yeah.
this.
There you
Okay. So if I just jump, dash, and then glide. Oh, jump, dash, glide.
Almost.
Right. Yeah, almost. Yeah. Okay. Jump, dash, glide. Okay. Oh,
Boom.
okay. Wow. Oh,
Boom.
that's so much notice. Okay, that's very noticeable. Okay, I mean that's a mechanic. Okay. All right, that's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically it'll allow you to gain so much more space on somebody. either
Right.
offensively Or defensively.
Right.
It does come with the risk of if they hit you, you're going to get spiked.
Right.
But then the other thing you can do is if you do it off into the abyss and then you can kind of tap and feather, you
Right.
get used to doing it in a less risky way.
Interesting. Okay. Are there other
And then-
mechanics like this? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I can rapid fire
Go
a
for
couple of them off. You're talking about glide feathering before. I prefer like if you want to like maximize your glider usage, you could
Yeah.
slingshot. And so to do that, you want to actually jump into the abyss, and right before you're gonna touch that kill floor, you're gonna start holding glider. That's step one. So just practice that first. Hold glider. Okay, and
Yep.
right, you'll notice there as you're going up, you snap to ground level, and then your momentum gets halted. Did you notice
Yeah.
that? Right, as
Yeah,
you're going
yeah.
up, and then it
Yeah.
snaps. So feel that level, feel that ground plane where that's happening, and release your glider right before that hits, and you'll carry
Okay.
your momentum upwards further.
Release.
So release before it stops you.
Before you get back to
Oh.
And so by doing that over and over
Okay.
again, you can cover significantly further distances across abyss.
and you
Okay,
can like,
okay.
get the high ground or get above somebody.
True. Yeah, you can use this. Yeah, you can use this to jump somebody as well.
Okay.
You could even
Okay.
go down, slingshot yourself up, and then at the top of the peak,
Open up
dash
that.
and then glide again.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what the hell? Okay.
Yeah, other quick tips. I mean, ledge mantling is a thing, right? Whenever you touch the wall, become familiar and comfy out over Abyss. It's the #1 tip I give new players. The Abyss only kills you if you touch the bottom of it or if you glide on it. As long as you're not doing either of those things, you're going to be okay, right? If you touch the bottom, you're going to die. Other than that, you're okay. You can actually hang out here on the edge of terrain and repeatedly just tap the direction key to get back on a solid ground. You can snap onto that ledge on a 1-second cooldown. You're completely safe out there. Right, as long as you don't even have to worry. Just retap. You don't have to hit spacebar or anything. Just keep wastying towards it. Just tap it.
Just like that.
There you go.
Tap like go. Tap like go. You're okay. You can do this from. You can be right at the kill floor. You can be right at the kill floor and tap that. You'll go all the way back up. But
So you can just camp like this.
Yes. Yes. You're hittable.
I love camping. I love
and
camping.
there's some spells that can and will dunk you over Abyss, even if you're not gliding. So you got to be wary of those. A couple of those spells exist.
Oh, this is sick
Yeah,
though.
there are
Okay.
hunters that like to edge guard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So be careful of that. But yeah.
Okay.
One more quick movement optimization I like to give out to people on characters, especially that have shorter dashes, is you'll dash, wait for the dash to mostly complete, and jump afterwards to carry some of that momentum forward.
Okay. So I would dash
Wait,
and
say
then
that
jump.
again, James?
You want the majority of the dash to complete, and then jump as you continue moving in the same direction.
Okay. So. Oh,
Have
I
to stay on
moved
the
off.
ground for this?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Do it on this terrain.
There.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
it'll be most noticeable on characters with shorter dashes. Like I use this a lot on Felix. You can get like maybe an extra like 30% out of the distance of your dash by doing something like that, which comes like it becomes super important on characters like that really need to get in.
Oh.
There you go. That's a
Yeah,
good
that
usage
was
of it.
really big. That was like a big hop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
can
done
see
correctly,
now,
this
there's
will get you much further.
Yeah, there's a lot of different movement techs, and it's different per character.
Yeah.
But once you get a hang of it, you kind of like can see how the movement is way more expressive than it is in say
Right.
Dota.
Right. Okay.
And like how you
Character.
move can be a part of your style and how you play. Yeah.
Right. Interesting.
Different characters
Okay.
also can offer different abilities in combination with each other. Like the character you're playing right now, you can hold R&B and then hit shift, and then release once you're through cover.
Yeah, we haven't even touched on that. So any ability that has a channel, you can actually use movement abilities and then start channeling. So your right mouse button, if you hold down your right mouse button, that's your knockback, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so what you can do is like you can jump, dash, and then start channeling your right mouse button if you wanted to.
Jump, dash.
Jump, dash.
Oh.
Boom.
Yeah, you can also you can basically pre-fire it, right? Like you can hold R&B
And then do the other
and then shift
actions.
through a wall and then hit someone on the other side.
Yeah. Because your right mouse button, since if you can hit somebody into a wall, it'll stun them.
Right.
That means that holding it down and then doing a shift will allow you to kind of reposition to put them into a wall, basically.
Right.
You do use a shift charge
Hey guys, I'm back.
offensively, which can be scary. But
Right.
sometimes it's worth it. It's a risk reward thing.
Okay.
What's up, dude?
Okay. Interesting.
Have you played
Okay.
with any of the quote unquote summoner spells or powers yet?
You mean these things? F and G?
Yeah.
Or yeah. I used them yesterday with. Well, I mean, I had them today, but yeah.
That's next to you, right there.
This?
There's
Yeah.
a couple of combos that are interesting. So go to the second powers tab, and then it's a bush in the top right. It's called green thumb. Left one more. Boom.
Okay.
Click that, and then now let's go to the third powers tab. We're looking for berry eater, which is top right.
Okay.
So this is a pretty classic combo. If you hover over the berry one, the purple one in your bar,
Yep.
you can see it's like when you walk over a bush, you'll eat it and you'll heal.
Yeah.
And then F will basically spawn a bunch of bushes all around you.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting combo. Okay.
So there's a
That's
bunch
gross,
of powers that
okay.
do things independently, and there's some that like combo off of each other.
Yeah.
Oh, can I go over my favorite one?
Go for it.
Sure,
This just came back in this test. This power wasn't here for a long while, so hop back over to the shop here.
Sure.
And you might want to drop your powers first.
How do you?
And then
Wait, how do I drop them?
you can just drag left click them out,
Oh.
or you can hold right click.
Okay.
Either way works.
Okay.
So open that up into the second tab. I think both of them are going to be in the second tab here.
Okay.
And you're going to go for the fourth option.
This money tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're going to go for in the bottom left here. There's a little axe peeking out here at the bottom.
Okay.
Cool. So this is my favorite combo. So money tree grenade does a couple of things, but the main thing you're going to use it for here is on cast it'll spawn a tree, and Timber will throw an axe at a tree and do it. So what I'm going to ask you to do here. So this is really sick because the timing is perfect. So that if you cast both of them simultaneously at max range, it'll both spawn the tree and throw the axe right as it spawns the tree. So aim your cursor as far as you can to the right. Or yeah, that works too. And cast both.
Oh.
Look at that. It's
Oh,
awesome.
okay.
It's awesome. This is my favorite combo.
That's a big ass.
Wait, that's actually so much. Okay. Yeah.
It's
what
huge.
the
It's
hell?
huge.
Okay.
You can refresh your cooldowns. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So it has to be a max range throw.
For the timing to line up exactly like that,
Yeah.
I believe
Well,
so.
Or you just
Yeah.
combo perfectly, but there's a lot of other times you can use it. There's trees in the world too.
Okay.
All right.
And
I'm
actually
gonna hop
looking at
out
it,
here,
looks like the
but
timing's
it
a
was
bit
just really
different.
cool.
Yeah.
Just checking in. You guys showed him powers and shit. Dude, I can't wait to see this VOD if you post it.
Hell yeah.
All right. Peace,
Wait,
guys.
it's hold on. It's working from short range.
It was great talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is sick. Okay. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Jeez. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is good.
Casting close will still take a little while.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll find
Okay.
trees all over the place normally. So, you know, the throwing axe or timber is just really good. Where like sometimes you go behind a tree to get cover behind somebody, and then you can knock the tree over and then engage them afterwards.
So actually, a random thing that this just made me think of. So in League, there's the option and interface that you can click to turn on, which is like when you go to auto attack, there's a ring that appears around you, and it shows you your auto attack range. So obviously, like the cursor, like I assume this is her max range, right? Like if I charge it all the way, that's her max range.
Yeah.
But is there a way to make this line appear in a circle around her?
Hit
You know what I
control
mean?
one for me.
Control 1?
Yeah.
Or control 1, sorry. Oh! Oh my god. Wait, why did King Nidhogg not... What's going on here? Like,
So as far as I'm aware, it's so again, work in progress game. Not everything's going to be fully implemented yet, and I'm pretty sure this feature doesn't work perfectly on all spells, but it's something that we're looking to get fully fixed up here
Yeah.
for everything. But control 1, 2, 3, 4, I think are different spell ranges that should line up.
And yeah, if you mouse over
Yeah.
those abilities themselves, it shows you as well.
True.
oh my...
Oh, and
Oh my
lastly,
god.
I like-
Oh my god.
I like offering this as like a final thing. If you hit the escape menu,
Yeah.
and go into settings.
Yeah.
I believe it's under
you guys have
under
Korean?
UI or
Whoa, what's going
game.
on here? I'm in Korea. Whoa, where's Korean here? Like, whoa. Like, no, it's fine. Go ahead. What were you saying?
yeah, I think it's under UI. I believe it's either
Yep.
under UI or game. Just scroll down a little bit here.
Okay, yep. Game. Yeah.
Fine, tweak what you'd like to. A little bit more. It is under game. Actually, apologies.
It's on the game?
There's a setting that'll always show you the max range of your laser, even if your cursor is closer to you.
Top left game.
Oh, game. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
good.
Scroll down. Aiming. There you go. It's going to be in here. There you go. So limit aiming laser to cursor. This is like one of these settings. We went in recently and added a couple of extra settings for power users for people who like prefer using stuff over others. So if you have this off now it'll always have your laser at max range. So you can always see your max range even if your cursor is closer to you.
Oh, that's good.
So which should at least always help. This should like help players like more quickly internalize the max range of their spells. Or at least
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, now
this
you don't
is
have to
good.
swing your cursor all the way out.
Oh, this is so
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
Also, I
And
wanted to
this
note
control 1,
somebody.
this stuff is really good. Yeah.
Okay. Somebody
Sorry,
in
go
your chat asked if the icons are going to get a revamp, and yeah, a lot of them are temp, and we'll be updating them.
Okay, yeah. All right. What is this, by the way? Next, Greenwood Bow. Like,
So
that's just
your
my
left
auto
mouse
attack?
button. Yeah.
Okay. Does left mouse button ever change? Is there a reason that this is here?
So some characters have different states for their left mouse button, and then we show it through that piece of the HUD.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
actually, if you look in the bottom left, you'll see there's a bar that charges up. Like if you hold left mouse, yeah, you can see that bar charging up. Maybe if you go,
Okay.
if you go to the press escape,
Sure.
and then go when it says identity change hunter, and then switch from all hunters to say ghost.
Okay.
As an example. So now ghost, you can see your ammo there, and then also you can see that the first I don't know how many bullets. The first X bullets that come out of your clip actually do more damage on ghost.
Interesting, and I
actually
also noticed.
see-
Yeah. Okay.
You can see which bullets those are via that part of the HUD.
Okay.
So each hunter, depending on what their LMB mechanic, has a different display there, based off of what their LMB is.
Okay. Oh, this practice mode is insane. I don't even have to exit to change my hunter. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you
Oh
can
my
also
God.
do practice with your friends, and you can also queue from practice.
That is sick. Okay. And then one of the other things that I noticed, like while loading into the match, there's like the damage hybrid tank thing, which I guess is like akin to runes and masteries in League. Is that going to be tweaked more, or like what is the point of that in
I feel
general?
like everything in this game will be tweaked more so.
Okay.
I feel like this team.
Okay.
I need you to understand this team. Obviously, I'm a part of the team now. I wasn't always. I was originally contracted as QA a little while ago.
Okay.
But this team moves faster than any of the team I've seen. This game. If you miss a week of work here, I'm telling you, this entire game changes up in a wild way. It's incredible. So that was something that was added in here in the last, I believe, month and a half, roughly. Starter equipment. It allows players to tweak what two starter equipment they're going to start with at the start of each game. You can see in the bottom right, you have 2 daggers, which means that you started with full glass. So that'll be next to your boots. This doesn't lock you out from getting tank items. There are still ways to get this in game. Rarely minions can drop like higher tier tank items if you wanted to, or you could head to a shop to purchase a green copy of any weapon.
Sure. Okay.
But it allows people to get set up in get up right from the start set up correctly. It was a way to help onboard players here. We even set a recommended one for each hunter.
I see. Oh, it's like Oriana Shockwave, his Q. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
And then his ultimate, you hit it before the R.
It's like
It
Seraphine,
basically-
kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, and it's also kind of like an Ez ult, but then also, if it goes over any of your allies that are downed, it'll resurrect them. It'll start channeling a res on them.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's a big knockback. Okay. Vortex Charm.
Also, his shift, if you hold down the shift and then release it.
That's my T.
Oh, yeah, your
Yeah.
T, yeah. And then release it, it'll whisk you and any of your teammates with you.
Oh, okay, so it'll carry them.
Exactly.
Okay.
You can use it as an engage tool. You can use it as a tool to take your friends out of combat. If one of
Okay.
your allies is downed in a wisp, you can stand on them and then whisk them away into safety.
Okay.
My favorite use case again, because I'm once again a movement degenerate. It's a force amplifier on other movement spells, and so if let's say you have another character on your team who dashes right as you then release your charge shift, you will send them significantly further than if you had used both dashes like one after another.
Sure.
You can send somebody at like maddening speeds by sending them in your tornado.
Okay.
Hey, who's your main in League? What do you mostly play in League?
I don't have. I just play champions. I don't main. I play every role but ADC, but I just I mean, okay, I guess like lately it's actually like Fiddle and Mal's.
Fiddle and Mouse.
Yeah,
Maybe
not two common
try-
champions. You know.
Have you tried Void yet?
No, I played Void, but I was talking with King Nidhogg about this. I like generally prefer like enchanter type characters. Like Ivern is one of my other mains.
Okay, then this is a really good pick for you. Zeph is like really good.
Yeah. Enchanter, and like Shadow Priest type characters.
Yeah, and then one thing about all of the quote unquote supports in our game is like, again, we designed them all to be able to 1v1. Like we don't make anybody with the intention of like, oh, this person can only support and like if they're alone, they're fucked. We try to make it that everybody has what we call 1vn potential.
Okay,
like
so
the potential to like kill more than one person on the enemy team alone.
It's kind of like AP Lulu.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
It's one of these situations where it's like if you press your buttons well, like every character should have high highs to the point that like if you're doing things correctly and you're playing off an opponent's weakness, it doesn't matter if you're alone. You should be able to whoop somebody if you're doing everything right and you're capitalizing off those issues. Yeah. Like a good example here, that Orianna ult you're casting here on Q. It's good by itself, but its high moment is on hitting two people. Because if you hit two people with it, they slam into each other and you get an extra stun and bonus damage.
Right.
And so throwing the Q, hitting two people or more into an ult immediately can nuke like maybe 60% of a target's health, 70% maybe, and you throw in a charged LMB right afterwards, you can hit somebody really, really hard.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, holy. Okay, it's 5 a.m. in Korea. I do have to go. So, it's it's been a long day of streaming. Okay. No, thank you guys so much for coming on and like answering questions and chatting about the game. Like I genuinely do think the game is so well designed and made right now. So it is I'm hoping it has like a very good success in Korea as well, because I just foresee it like going over very well with everything that it has going for it right now. So very good. Very good.
And didn't get the chance to say it, but I'm a longtime fan of your content. So thank you for taking the time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate that, really. Yeah. I mean, if I have other random questions, can I just like write them in this Discord chat?
Yeah, 100%. That's what I was about to offer here.
Okay.
Any like game functionality questions, especially.
Sure.
If I can't answer them, there is a problem. I should be able to answer any game funk question you have for me.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you shoot any over, I'll happily answer them. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's been a pleasure.
Okay. Thank you guys so much. Okay. All right. Chat later. And I mean, really, yeah. All right. See you guys. Bye.
Peace.
See you. That was really cool. That was really, really, really cool. Genuinely, really awesome. It's always awesome when devs are so open and like they communicate with the public or creators and other stuff. And it's just really cool. And again, like this game is just really well designed. It's first genre for me, so it's very hard. Like I've played so many genres, right? I've played fighting games. I've played like Smash type fighting game. Well, I played Smash like semi-competitively, not like competitive. RTSs, obviously. Played MOBA, League, card games, obviously. RTSs, I mean, that's what got me into pro gaming. This is a unique genre for me, so I am struggling, but it's so cool how many mechanics that they just explained to me that I wasn't even aware of while I was playing these last few days. So yeah, obviously there's a lot of skill expression. I think that it does have crazy esports potential, and even if like the esports aspect of it doesn't start right away, I think that the squad feature, like you and 3 friends, or even you and 1 friend in the duos feature, it's just such a time killer. Like, you can just burn so many games, and every game's going to be so fucking unique because every map, people are just landing in different spots, and the setups, like the amount of hunters and stuff, it's just good. It's really well made. And because it's so unique, it's not competing with anything. Like, what game is competing with this? There's no game competing with this. It's its own unique environment. It's just good. Like I was saying to the devs, like I'm watching the RTS like Death Wars, right? You have zero space, You have Stormgate. What else? You have what is it called? It's like, I think it's like Battle Aces or something. And they're all fighting each other, and they're all just going at each other, and there's a lot of overlap. And then there's like StarCraft 2 still exists, and so does StarCraft 1, and like you're not going to move either of them out of Korea, and like Warcraft 3 still has pro leagues in China, and it's like there's just, and like Riot canceled their RTS because I think Riot knew like it's just a disaster right now. And then like, let's not even start talking about Warcraft 4. Like apparently Warcraft 4 years ago was in production, and then it got halted. And I don't know what happened. And now the latest thing from Blizzard or Activision is that like the StarCraft IP is now going to have side games. I don't even know. But anyways, TLDR is SUPERVIVE has no competition. There's nothing like this, which is nuts. Like there's just nothing like this. And because there's nothing like this, and it doesn't look like there's anything like it coming, I think things are just really well positioned for the game. It's just very, very good. It is just like very good. I do wish the characters were maybe a little bit bigger, but you know what I mean? So like I could really appreciate the aesthetics of them a little bit more, but it doesn't matter. You guys know what I mean? Like when leagues top down, like see I can zoom in, but obviously it's disadvantaged to zoom in. So like if you're talking from like a competitive angle, you don't want to be zoomed in, right? Like you actually want like this. You kind of want this, right? But yeah, I do wish that there was a way that maybe the characters were a little bit bigger so that like their skins and aesthetics could appear a little bit more. Like if their models were just like 25% bigger or something. But obviously maybe that causes balance problems where like everyone's hitboxes and stuff become a little bit more awkward. But okay, that is pretty much it.